is now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Taon now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay.
we started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Yung volume, patimpla na lang. Yung volume lang. Dito siya. Ay, okay. Grabe, daig pa araw ah. Magandang hapon mga kaliga! Nanonood po kayo ng Pinoyliga Next Man Cup. 11 teams from all parts of the Philippines eager to prove who is their next man up in this Next Man Cup. Welcome to the ENDERUN College dito sa Taguig City para sa eliminations ng Pinoyliga Next Man Cup na naglalaban-laban ang iba't ibang koponan ng iba't ibang kolehiyo dito sa Pilipinas. Our games for today will start with the UP Fighting Maroons going up against the Guang Ming College Flying Dragons, and game number 2 will be between the Ateneo Blue Eagles and the New Era University Hunters. Tapos may third game tayo as a treat today, Justin, na Alumni Cup naman, the Mapua Cardinals and the Letran Perea Moto District facing off in the Alumni Cup. So later on, we'll be talking about our games today, kung ano yung mga dapat i-expect natin. Pero my name is Mix Gonzalez and joining me, Justin Almeida, para mahimay yung mga games natin for today. Justin, good afternoon. Great to be here on Sunday.
Okay, good afternoon, Mix, and yeah, it's great to be here this Sunday afternoon, and definitely a lot of interesting ball games today.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about directly sa Game 1 kagad natin, UP versus GMC. Pero pahapewin muna natin, why are we all here? The Pinoyliga Next Man Cup, may story lahat yan, Justin. So why are all these players here trying to prove who's their next man up?
Well, the Next Man Cup is really about youth development and experience. As we look at the team standings now, we have New Era leading 3-0, which will be playing later. And on the other side naman, we have Pinoyliga and Guang Ming also undefeated.
Yep.
So very exciting today, no? We're gonna see if these teams can still uphold their undefeated record.
Guang Ming wanting to stay unscathed in the elimination so far. UP still trying to find their footing with a 0-1 record, looking to beat the Flying Dragons in their game today. Pero pahapyawan muna natin ang ating unang team in the white, ang UP Fighting Maroons. Ano ba yung mga pinakita natin sa kanila so far, Justin?
So for the UP Fighting Maroons, as we can see, they're quite a young lineup. No?
Yeah.
So the bright side about the Maroons are they showed a lot of development in the first half alone.
Oh, syempre.
The first half, they were struggling. They were down by 15 at halftime. Pero ang laki ng development nila sa second half. Nakikita natin yung mga options nila on offense, mas nababasa na nila.
And actually, in terms of their overall performance, no, kung titignan natin kung ano yung pinakita ng UP in their last game, parang nag-struggle talaga sila against the CSB Blazers.
Oh, and then they lost to the Blazers by 35 points. But before that, let's turn it over to Bianca Tagarda for her report on the UP side.
Migs and Justin, sabi nga ni Coach Potit de Vera ay more of in the process of character cultivation daw sila. More of investing yung pag-adapt ng players sa UP culture instead of pagfo-focus agad dun sa mga technicalities such as yung plays, yung skills, and of course yung trainings. At kung may compare niya nga raw itong roster ng UP Fighting Maroons na ito sa isang movie, ay ito daw yung movie ni Keanu Reeves, which is The Replacements. Dahil Coach Potit de Vera sees this roster of the UP Fighting Maroons as a work in progress. Migs and Justin, have you seen that movie mentioned by Coach Potit?
Thank you, Bianca. And to be honest, actually, di ko pa napapanood yun. Pero buti na lang sinamarize ni Bianca. It's all about stepping up into their roles, no? So, in a while, we'll be seeing kung ano yung previous game ng UP, kung paano sila nag-perform against the blazing CSB Blazers. Justin?
And ayun na nga, as mentioned earlier, UP falling to see the CSB Blazers 87-52. Well, of course, as we can see in the stats, nalamangan talaga sila sa rebounds, assists, and steals. But looking at the bright side, in the second half, they really learned how to read their offense, and something to improve on here is of course the outside shooting. They went 0 out of 11 compared to CSB that went 11 out of 20.
Galotera and Pastrana will be the ones stepping up for UP here. Pero kung titignan natin as a team, kung ano yung mga dapat nating i-look out for, Josh Cedric Ong coming from the St. Stephen's team, Alicia, one of the main contributors in their last game against the Blazers. Pero kung titignan so far, no, they weren't clicking from the three-point line. They got out-rebounded, out-assisted. The CSB Blazers team just looked like a well-fed machine, well-oiled machine rather. Pero talagang nakulangan lang talaga ng firepower itong UP. So we'll be talking to Bianca Tagarda for more context on today's game. Bianca?
Well, parang ang friendly match itong mangyayari dahil magka-close itong si Coach Paul Ramos of the Guang Ming College Flying Dragons at si Coach Potit de Vera of the UP Fighting Maroons. At kung ano nga raw yung natutunan nila Coach Paul from their last game is to reinforce their strengths and to recognize their mistakes and as early as possible para pagdating ng late game ay hindi na sila mahirapan pa na mag-adjust, and also maglalaro na rin ng isang player who has just recovered from his injury. That is number 30, Hamyas. Migs and Justin?
Thank you, Bianca. And yun nga yung sinasabi mo, Justin, kanina, si Joshua Hamyas, na sana makita nga natin na makakuha ng aksyon against this Fighting Maroon squad. Pero more on the discussion of the Guang Ming College Flying Dragons. Household names here in Stephen Ihebem, Jo Marie Pecolera. Pero beyond the numbers na nakikita ng mga viewers natin ngayon, what I wanna shine a light on is I just talked to their head coach and they really just pride themselves on hearing everybody's voice. Kung titignan natin yung laro nila, talagang they know their roles, they play it perfectly, so that's gonna be their challenge coming into today's game.
Yes, exactly, and that is their keys to winning today. They are the more they have a complete lineup, and they really do have to find the mismatches in their offensive sets. And if they do that, then they have a chance of blowing them out early.
And kumbaga, kung titignan natin yung comparisons natin, this looks like that new era game with St. Dominic. Guang Ming will be looking to go to their big man time and time again against this otherwise undersized UP squad. Pero titignan natin, roles are very important here. Pero kung tatanungin kita, Justin, prediction mo ng konti. Who do you have in this in game number 1 so far? Mamaya na yung mamaya na ibang games.
Well, due to the overall yung completeness ng lineup ng Guang Ming, I'm going with Guang Ming College for today.
Para lang maiba, mag-UP Fighting Maroons ako. Kasi, they're coming from a loss. And sa akong napansin ko sa mga dating seasons ng UP, pag galing silang talo, dyan sila nananalo. Ayaw nilang magkaroon ng 2 straight losses, especially in a season like the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup. So, to get this ball rolling, we'll be turning it over to our game announcer to get game number 1 started.
Audio off.
Welcome to our first match. UP versus Guang Ming College. Pinoyliga Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. Now join me in welcoming the starting lineups. Introducing first the UP Fighting Maroons. At forward number 11, Cedric Ong. Also at forward number 12, Jello Canilias. Starting in car number 23, Pau Galotera. One car number 38, Matt Pascana. Coming in at center number 37, Celson and Gina. The Fighting Maroons is still led by Joaquin De Vera. Here is the Guang Ming College Flying Dragons. At guard number 1, John Pecorella. Forward number 6, Gerald Reyna Abla. Our forward number 9, Kurt Lapau. At guard number 26, Sean Amejo. Playing center number 35, Victor Aguilera. The Flying Dragons head coach is Paul Ramos. Referees for this game are Dennis Tony, Eric Mendoza, and Michael Casuelo.
Starters on your screens now. Pastrana and Galotera will be the guards for the UP Fighting Maroons, followed by Celson and Giga at the center. Cedric Ong and Jello Canilias will be their backup at the front court. Sean Arnedo, Jomari Pecolera will be the guards for Guang Ming College. Victor Aquiniede will be their center. Kurt Laptautau and Gerald Bueno Obra at their 3 and 4 to start off today's game. Game number 1 between the UP Fighting Maroons and the Guang Ming College Flying Dragons. This is the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. You can catch us live at the ENDERUN College in Taguig City to catch our games live. We have 3 games today, dalawa sa Next Man Cup and isa sa alumni, pero pwede pa rin kami panood sa social media natin in Facebook and Instagram at the Pinoy Liga Cup. Migs Gonzalez here. Joining me is Justin Almeida on the panel. Game 1 pa lang, mukhang maganda na ang labanan kaagad, Justin.
Oo, at saka UP starting out with the opening basket. And something I noticed with the UP squad, Cedric Ong getting the starting nod right away.
Oh.
You know, his last game, not the best debut performance, only scoring 2 points. But I noticed Coach put the ball in his hands most of the time.
Yeah.
So they can see a lot of glimpses of him leading this team.
Oh,
and
that's good.
And his ability to handle the ball and read the floor.
And mukhang nakikita kasi ni Coach Putit, and etong si Coach Paulo, na this guy was a leader in this St. Stephen's roster. And ito yung kaya niyang mapunan na role dito sa UP Fighting Maroons na team, And it's good that he got the starting nod. Titignan natin kung ano yung mga plays nila for Josh Cedric Ong. Pero Guang Ming, not a team to be experimented on, kumbaga, Justin.
Oo, ano talaga, matetest talaga si Cedric Ong and the UP Fighting Maroons today against this undefeated Guang Ming squad.
Guang Ming with a fiery start at 2-0, pero UP, hungry for a win, never underestimated a wounded lion. Arnejo, pull-up jumper, too much glass. Trying to get that rebound was Opeyemi Akinyede, pero hindi lang niya nakuha yon.
No, and that's also another surprise, no? Usually, Guang Ming starts with Stephen Eheben, but they're looking to go with Akinyede today.
And UP parang with a renewed vigor and energy today, no, Justin? We saw in their first game against the CSB Blazers, talagang parang kulang sa, parang hindi nag-almusal. And opensa tsaka depensa, overall, yung performance ng UP, but we see them boxing out Akinyede, battling against the boards, and ngayon, getting a foul, so they'll be ending up at the free throw line. That will be number 23, that is Paulo Galotera.
And speaking of the quick growth of the UP Fighting Maroons, ang ganda nung inbound play na yun, no?
Yeah.
Nakita nila agad yung mga openings ng on their inbound plays and nakakuha nga sila nakadraw sila ng foul.
Galotera misses that second shot. Akinyede will reset for Guang Ming. At the guard, Jomari Pecolera. Flurry of screens on the inside, finding Lactao-Tao. Pastrana on Pecolera like white on rice. Corner 3, no good. And Giga hits the floor hard but looks like he's fine. Ball will sail back to the Maroons.
Grabe yung previous game ng Guang Ming College, no, against the ENDERUN Titans.
That was insane. That was a match to not miss. Talaga, Justin. And unfortunately, I'm the one who missed it.
Yeah, we were covering the first two games, di ba?
Yeah, nakita ko na lang na nasa stat sheet. Tapos nakita ko yung story ng from first to second to third to fourth. Talagang hindi nagbibigayan yung dalawang team na yun. Na we saw the progression of the statistics. We saw how these teams battled it out. Sayang lang, hindi ko na napanood ng live. Pero kaya tayo may YouTube and Facebook para mabalikan yung mga intense games like that. Kaya pwedeng mabalikan sa Pinoyliga Cup on Facebook and YouTube.
And really have to give credit to the maturity and the decision-making of Guang Ming in the late stages of the ball game.
Yeah.
Both of their games, panalo sila and both nail-biters.
Oh, actually, parehong close game. No? Tignan natin kung will this be a third. Lactao-Tao quickly double-teamed at the low post. Finds the window and that's what he does. Kurt Lactao-Tao is a wide body on the inside for Guang Ming College. No? Kung titignan kasi yung build niya sa malayo, hindi mo akalaing 3-4 yan eh. Pero, you know, the head coach of Guang Ming has seen a lot of potential in him. Kaya lagi siyang nilalagay dito sa starting 5 ng GMC.
Oo, parang siya yung he's the leader of their team eh.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the one that the young guys listen to. Pag nagsalita siya,
definitely.
Dapat makinig talaga tayo.
Pero actually, in connection sa pregame natin kanina, Justin, no? Nung tinanong natin yung head coach ng Guang Ming kung ano ba yung mantra niya, kung ano ba yung mentality niya sa pag-approach sa coaching, no? It's that everybody has a voice. So tinanong ko, paano ba na-manifest yun, coach? Kasi technically, kung hindi masyadong contributor, sometimes yung sakit ng mga coaches or ng players is pinapakinggan lang yung mga nakakaambag sa team. So now, he said na as long as you play your role perfectly, I will listen to you, but right on time, pakapasok lang para sa GMC Flying Dragons, itong si Joshua Hamias. Seeing action for the black and red against the Fighting Maroons. Tignan natin, mukhang mapapahirapan palalo yung UP dito.
Already with a 2-0 record and reinforcements coming along, finally. Joshua Hamias making his debut here in the Next Man Cup.
Three-pointer all the way, nothing but net. That was Sean Arnejo for the GMC Flying Dragons with a 6-point lead now. Picking up the foul is number 26. Etong si Stephen Balisi. That was Sean Arnedo on that three-pointer. Walang nakalapit agad. Bad transition defense there. That's your three-point shot play of the game. Brought to you by Smart 5G. UP trying to find their footing. Dapat hindi sila ma-blow out dito. And another turnover there. Pareñas leak out. And that's another 2 points for the Flying Dragons.
Oh, and early in this ball game, it's Guang Ming that's looking to run, as it should be the Fighting Maroons who need to use their speed to neutralize the size.
If titignan natin yung last game nga ng UP, no, hindi sila masyadong nakapunto sa 3-pointer. If at all, they shot 0 out of 11 in their last game. But to have more context on today's game, we'll turn it over to our courtside reporter, Bianca Tagarda. Bianca?
I will not play today because I failed to wake up for yesterday's training. Sabi ni Jello Rivero of the UP Fighting Maroons. He's currently in the bench and not in his jersey, and all is well naman daw sa katawan niya. He just wants to be fair for his teammates who practice. Truly a man of principles nga itong si Jello. Right, Megs and Justin?
Thank you, Bianca. And makamis lang ng isang practice, makikita mo na kagad yung disiplina ng players, no? But to the coach's point, talagang una, ba't di ka nagpakita sa practice dahil hindi ka nagising? And that is something na, syempre mga bata pa mga to, you have to cut them a bit of slack. But if you want to reach that penultimate level of basketball, dyan nagsisimula yung mga malalaking bagay, Justin. Having played in the MPBL, you have professional basketball experience. How important is principle kahit sa mga practice pa lang?
Alam mo, nakikita mo pa the fact na there's a player that's willing to parang accountable siya sa mga mali niya.
Siyempre.
It sends a message to the whole group na if Jello Rivero is one of the leaders of this team, he's willing to kung maaamin siya, I missed practice, then you guys deserve to play, not me. Diba? So it sends a message to the guys na okay, we all have to be on point if you want to get your opportunity here.
And checking in now for GMC is Stephen Ihebem. UP tries to capitalize on that turnover, and Ali Shah all the way to the hole.
We've seen Ali Shah, no? Grabe yung development rin ng guard na to.
Yep.
He's very fearless in attacking the basket. He has a knack for driving strong and putting himself in the free throw line.
Pero nakasagot kagad. Etong si Pareñas ng GMC, that is Kent Pareñas, the starting guard for GMC Flying Dragons. Tignan natin tong shot na to. It's so nice, you gotta see it twice. Kent Pareñas, nobody on him. 14-6 is our score so far, and already in the penalty, I believe itong GMC, if I'm not mistaken, no? Polo Dava will be shooting these free throws, I believe, after that last foul. Makes that first one. Polo Dava, actually, in connection to mga earlier scouting reports natin in the league, no, isa sa mga hardworking developmental player. Etong si Polo Dava, coming from Ateneo High School, now sporting the white and maroon for the UP squad. What a pass from Pareñas to Hamyas, like a hot knife through butter. Just cutting through the defense like it wasn't even there.
And you were saying earlier about Polo Dava. He's one of those guys that are very defensive-minded.
Ay, oo. Talagang ito yung laging nalilibre sa ilalim dahil siya yung laging huling bumabox out. So definitely one of the assets that Coach Putit would want to capitalize on his team. Pero syempre, ito rin si Ikarma ng UP. Pero that pass, that's so nice. You gotta see it twice. And at the free throw line for UP, itong si Renji Ekarma from Iloilo. Isa sa mga developing players din ng UP. Along with Polo Dava. Polo came from Ateneo. Itong si Ekarma galing Iloilo. Good height, good length. Kung ma-develop to ng magkaroon ng parang Justin Baltasar type of play, no? Isa sa mga assets to ng UP for sure.
Oh, and one of the 4 youngest players on their squad that was mentioned to us by Coach Putit last time. No?
Yep. Pareñas. Inside to Ihebem. Gets set to the pass inside, but Polo Dava overplaying that pass. Kaya nakakuha ni Ihebem dun sa ilalim with that easy seal.
Kakapasok lang ni Ihebem, and right away, Guang Ming looking for him inside.
Dava. Nasundot ni Pareñas. Shot on the floor. Forces another turnover. 4-on-1 fast break. Drops it off to Ihebem with a slam dunk. 2-0 kami, and we're gonna stay that way, says Stephen. Kent Pareñas seeing the trailer, and Ali Shah with a quick answer back. And that's the mental strength of the Fighting Maroons. Kahit dakdakan nyo, 2 points pa rin yan.
Oh, and that's exactly what I'm talking about with the UP Fighting Maroons. Ang ganda ng mga reads nila sa offensive sets nila. And finding one of their teammates in that backdoor cut.
And credit the the running of Stephen Ihebem. Rarely do you see your big man running the floor, especially on fast breaks. Nakita ni Pareñas yun, and he rewards their center, the shocking play of the game brought to you by Shawarma Shack, bringing down the smackdown. Oh, trying to pass it to Ihebem, but good defense there by the Fighting Maroons. Pastrana ahead of the pack, spins to the paint, puts it up with the left-handed in. What a play by Mac Pastrana.
Grabe, Migs. First quarter pa lang, first game, ang dami ng mga highlights na nangyayari. Parang feeling ko hindi pa tayo nagwa-warm up, pero grabe na yung action eh.
Put him in the blender, why don't ya? Mac Pastrana leaving his defender in the dust, getting that end one play. And completing that foul shot, cutting down the lead to 5. And we are seeing a new UP Fighting Maroon squad here. Playing with a lot more energy, a lot more system. Tignan natin kung ano sagot ng GMC dito. Pareñas, leak out, 3-pointer on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That was Brian Topacio. Kanina si Arnedo, hindi naman nagpahuli. Ito si Brian Topacio, Polo Dava. No connect on that 3. Ball will sail back to GMC. 8-point lead now for the Flying Dragons. Kada basket ng UP, let's say they get 2 points, 6 points naman ang sagot ng GMC na to.
But both squads here in the first quarter, high-scoring ball game, and both of them putting on an offensive clinic.
Oh, great pass by Pareñas, but just read to perfection there by the Fighting Maroons. And that fast break again, disconnecting for UP. GMC now will reset Topacio calling the play. That's his calling card, yung tres dun sa corner. Pareñas, top of the key 3, short. And shot tracks it down. Pastrana. We saw this earlier, tries to draw the charge, gets the basket, and the referees whistle a block. Mac Pastrana, one of the players to watch for this Fighting Maroons team. Nakita natin alongside Paulo Galotera, sabi niya, okay, Pau, di ka gagawa. Ako muna bahala, buddy. He saw Stephen Ihebem in the rear view mirror. Pero good job attacking the basket there aggressively, getting the 2 points and the foul.
The big men of Guang Ming are gonna have a hard time with this backcourt of the UP Fighting Maroons.
Oh yeah.
You have Mac Pastrana and Ali Shah, who are both fearless in going to the basket.
Tapos nakikita natin dito na most of the time sinisimulan ng break ni Shah eh. Kapag nakuha niya yung rebound, leak out kagad tong si Pastrana. Napakabilis down the other side of the floor and attacks the paint kahit with 2 defenders pa.
Oh, it's just like they're taking turns no?
3-pointer again for GMC. The ring looking like an absolute ocean for Abdul Auxilio. Trying to hound him at the backcourt, full court press, and that's gonna be a carry. After that pesky defense by Christian Samson. And that is also what GMC is known for. No? Baka nakikita lang natin kumbaga yung highlights nila sa tres. And the efficient, I'm curious kung ilang percent na sila ngayon no? sa 3-point land. But their defense is also something to not take for granted so far sa Flying Dragons.
Oh, Samson showing us in that previous possession his skill in individual defense.
And Ihebem drawing the foul there against Paulo Dava with a tall order against him. And Dava will be checking out. Nakita kagad ni Coach Putit. Teka, medyo lugi ata tayo doon. Celso Nenjiga checking in for Paulo Dava.
Matitest talaga yung yung defensive player niya no?
Pero sabi ni Coach Putit, wag muna, first quarter pa lang. Mamaya siguro, threading through the defense, Ihebem, a man amongst boys, gets the basket and the foul. Flex on him, why don't ya? Stephen Ihebem, the given powerhouse, immediately in the painted area, carving some space against 3 Fighting Maroons, and puts that in with ease. And Ihebem gets that free throw shot. Pastrana Gives it back in Giga. Tries to work against the paint, and that's another unforced turnover for UP. All the way to the hole. Nobody contesting. Ihebem! My ball! Another put-back slam for Stephen Ihebem, and he's feeling it. That's the momentum that you do not want to see for GMC if you are the UP Fighting Maroons. And Ihebem is in disbelief. I was just standing, says Stephen. Alisha just spiraled out of control. Looked like a... I'm not sure if that was a foul, actually. Because Stephen Ihebem was in position well before even Alisha got there. But Coach Putit obviously not liking that last call. So it looks like it's gonna be... Yep, it's gonna be a warning and a foul actually against Coach Putit de Vera for unsportsmanlike behavior against the referee. Sinasabi na hindi yata nakikita yung mga tawag na naaakma para sa UP. But, you know, if you're down, you know, hindi dapat yan yung mentality mo coming in today.
Oh, pero despite UP starting off really well here, and,
actually,
yung energy nila sobrang taas, nahahanapan talaga ng Guang Ming yung yung mismatch nga sa offensive end.
And that was the replay of Stephen Ihebem's put-back slam earlier. GMC now with a chance to end the first quarter. Topacio. Oh, great crossover against Shah. Skying with the left hand. No good. Ball is still live and Karma will run out of time. That'll be the end of the first quarter. 31-18. High octane will be an understatement for the start of game number 1 between the Fighting Maroons and the Flying Dragons as we check out these highlights from the first 10 minutes of play brought to you by the Shawarma Shack. UP having the best start of the season so far, but GMC still in the driver's seat, looking to remain unscathed in the season. We'll be back for the second quarter. Stay tuned for more Pinoyliga Next Man Cup. And coming back into the ball game as we start the second quarter between the UP Fighting Maroons and the GMC Flying Dragons. Pecolera still on the floor for GMC and Canillas still there for UP. And Coach Putit still keeping his faith in Josh Cedric Ong along with Paolo Galotera. Nakita niya kanina gumagawa na si Mac Pastrana, pinaupo muna siguro. Baka sumabog ulit. Pero your findings, your analysis on the first quarter so far, Justin?
Well, it was really a good start for both teams, no?
Yeah.
But we ended the first quarter. In the last 3 minutes, it really became a Stephen Ihebem show as he started dominating inside, going on a 7-0 run by himself.
Great pass to the inside, up and under move, no good. GMC bothering that shot enough to miss. They'll reset now. And trying to bring down this ball is Jesse Bermudo. And now at the point, Christian Samson. Oh, and the little push. That's gonna be still a blocking foul against Josh Cedric Ong. So ball will stay with GMC. Take a look at this instant replay. Nakita natin, ayun na nga. Reaching in too much there was Ong. Shot clock at 1 though. They are not aware of the shot clock. And that is the first turnover of the second quarter. And that's on GMC. Not sure if i-credit ko dun yung shot clock or yung defense ng UP, but regardless, it's gonna be a turnover. Josh Cedric Ong will inbound here for UP. Galotera against Samson. Sorry, against Bermudo. Back to Galotera. On the inside. Tries to find the open Ong, but read to perfection. Pecolera with the left hand, no good. Skying for that O-rib is Joshua Depoyart. Three-pointer on the way short. Depoyart tracks it down, but UP has other plans. Galotera sidestepping through the defense. And he'll fish himself towards a foul. And Galotera will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Coach Putit inserting Galotera back in the lineup here in the second quarter, as he was the top scorer for the UP squad last time.
Galotera makes his first free throw. To your point, Justin, his team leaning on him for majority of the offensive contributions in their last game against CSB. Pero sayang lang, it ended up in a loss. But UP has a chance now to redeem themselves as they are now within 11.
And we have to give credit to what UP is doing. They're doing a good job finding themselves in the free throw line and being aggressive.
Yeah. Actually, napansin natin, from their first team, hindi sila masyado sumasaksak nun. They had quite a heavy reliance on three-point shooting. Shooting 0 out of 11, not paying any dividends. Depoyart free throw jumper, no. And Galotera will pull it down. And tiki-tack foul given up by, I believe this is Orias.
Because in the first quarter alone, UP got Guang Ming in the penalty in the last 2 minutes. And ito, 8 minutes pa lang, 8 minutes remaining. Guang Ming already has 3 team fouls.
Oh, and bad pass there by Josh Cedric Ong. Broken play, almost a better one. But Pecolera now off to the races against Ong. Skies scores! That was Jesse Bermudo with the icing on the cupcake for GMC and pushing back the lead to 13.
Oh, that was a nice drive by Bermudo with a 2-foot gather and getting that left-hand layup to go.
Take a look at this instant replay. Pecolera and Bermudo. That is your Eastern Communications assist of the game. A little 2-man game on that fast break. Josh Cedric Ong gathered by Pecolera. Oh, an excellent pass. Miscommunication there on defense. So scoring with ease is Jello Canillas.
And you like the patience of Cedric Ong. Medyo naipit na siya, but still staying with the play and finding the open man.
Oh, and Pecolera! That's what he's known for. Slicing the defense like it wasn't even there. Ong gets it to Canillas. Backing down at the post. Quick double team. Passes it to the wrong man. Guang Ming looking to capitalize but could not push that defense. Samson, top of the key, Depoyart swings it. Thought about that shot. One dribble, one shot is good.
Did you see the touch passing of Guang Ming in that play?
Parang San Antonio lang no? Parang napakadali lang ng basketball no? Pero that's what you get when you have a well-oiled machine in Guang Ming, no? You have their just excellent IQ overall. They know where each other are. They know kung nasan ang isa't isa. Alam nila kung kailan sila tatakbo. And cross-court finish. Therefore, Akinyedi, almost a highlight for Njiga. Pero hindi naka-finish. UP had a great start already in the first quarter, but now they have just scored 5 points, I believe, since that first quarter. So, to have more tales on the sideline, let's listen to Bianca Tagarda. Bianca?
Apart from being Guang Ming's coach, Coach Paul Ramos is also a women's basketball coach in the same school ng kinakalaban nila today. Sabi pa nga niya ay this UP Fighting Maroons roster that they are facing is full of potential, which is why kailangang mas magpursige ng Flying Dragons to sustain their winning streak and of course to repeat the win they had versus ENDERUN last game. Mix and Justin, what do you think about the performance of Guang Ming College Flying Dragons for the first quarter?
Thank you, Bianca. And they really were clicking on all cylinders, no? And apparently, itong si Head Coach Paul Ramos na current head coach ng male basketball team ng Guang Ming is head coach naman ng women's program ng UP Fighting Maroons na sinasabing full of potential just like the male squad na mukhang hinahanap pa nila kung sino yung designated leader, designated shooter. Kumbaga, testing the waters ulit sila ngayong next man cup. But Guang Ming playing like a veteran out here.
Oh, and credits to Coach Paul Ramos. He really knows how to handle his team and reward them for the hard work that they're doing.
And yun nga, he prides their team and everybody's voice is heard, no? Pero similar sa system naman na Coach Putit and Coach Paulo, na talagang sinasabi nila na kapag magsa-step up ka, pag tinawag ka, you have to perform at your best. As we see, Nico Tan still on the bench, will be missing action today. One of the designated shooters din yan ng Fighting Maroons in the previous Next Man Cup. So GMC now will be inbounding. And looks like referees will confirm here. As I believe that head coach Paul Ramos was trying to clarify a substitution. And Kurt Lactautau will be checking in here for number 5, itong si Adam Darden. So, Kurt Lactautau will be inbounding here for GMC.
Okay, so Coach Paul Ramos is confirming how many players...
Ilan nga ba?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 15 to play, but you can put as much as 20
on
in
the
your
roster.
Yes.
Pero 15 lang ang pwede mong i-active on this day. Tama ba yun, Justin?
We'll have to confirm, but I think that's what they're checking right now.
So as we look to review kung ano yung mga rules natin ngayon, kung ilan ba ang pwede maglaro, 20 ba o 15? If nandito po kayo sa Taguig area, pwede dito manood sa ENDERUN College dito sa Taguig for 3 games today, 2 laro para sa Pinoyliga Next Man Cup and 1 special game for the Alumni Cup. Later on, that will be against Mapua and Letran Pereyamoto District. Pero babalik muna tayo ngayon sa ating laro. 39-24, GMC still in the driver's seat. Pecolera for 3, no.
And of course, for our viewers who are wondering, so you are allowed to play 20 players in... you're allowed to activate 20 players per game.
So 20 nga ang pwede. Ayun.
So yeah, that's why we have number 5. That's
number 5 for GMC. Ito yan si Adam Darden.
yes, Adam Darden. That's why he checked in the ball game right now.
Eto, actually, di pa natin nakikita to, Justin. Itong si Adam Darden. A new check-in for the Flying Dragon squad. Tignan natin kung ano yung ipapakita niya for this team.
Has a very athletic build, no?
Canilas quickly double team there but gathered by Galotera. And Giga, quick pass. Josh Cedric Ong, top of the key 3. He could make that. But offensive rebound. Nobody boxing out Canillas. Joshua Hamias. Pecolera receives it from Joshua. 3-pointer, second time is not the charm. Josh Cedric Ong will bring it down. Trying to work against that Pareñas defense, just brushes him off. And that is the Cedric Ong we know.
Oh, what a great move by Cedric Ong, creating space for himself and getting that open elbow jumper to go in.
Ganda nun, just a little brush off, no? Simpleng-simple lang. Binasic. Pareñas, open on the wing. A real 2-man game on the outside, but no. Oh, and Joshua Hamias trying to draw that foul. Fresh 10 seconds here for Guang Ming. Pareñas against Ong. Gives it Pecolera. Thought about that shot. Brought back to Pareñas. Sweet chin music.
Grabe na naman yung unselfishness ng Guang Ming, no? It's the touch passing once again on full display.
Hindi lang voices ang pinapakinggan pero possessions ang tinitignan. Akinyede will give up that foul for Guang Ming as he fouls the falling John Belmonte, ang big man ng UP Fighting Maroons. And that is your LGR rebound of the game by Jello Canillas. Nobody boxing him out. So UP will be shooting 2 shots here. John Belmonte, hindi natin to nakita nung first game nila against the CSB Blazers. a fellow big man also for UP. Sasamahan nito sina Ekarma.
Yes, and I believe the younger brother of the Belmonte brothers, no?
Kaya pala magkamukha eh.
Oo.
Hindi lang magka-apelyido eh. Pero kamukha niya rin talaga.
So, parehong, lengthy.
Oo. In terms of genetic makeup, talagang parang pinagbiyak sa iisang bato lang talaga tong dalawang to.
And who knows? Kasi yung UP lineup, medyo meron silang butas ngayon.
Yep.
Because of the departure of Aldous
Aldous
Torculas.
Torculas. Oo.
Moving to an NCAA school that has yet to be named.
Pero ngayon, yung namimiss din ng UP ngayon, etong si Angelo Rivero.
Oo.
One of the mid-range killers, if I may say so, for UP na hindi masyado sumabog last time. Pecolera picking that shot, pass off, and an easy 2 points for Guang Ming. Pastrana brings it down, gives it back Cedric. And Giga trying to find Pastrana. Finds Belmonte. Good ball movement here for UP, but they have to get it in. Ooh, Pastrana makes some space underneath. Offensive foul against Mac. And that was quite obvious, Justin. Nasa lalamunan na ni Pareñas yung siko ni Pastrana. Tingnan natin itong instant replay na to. So, liwanag lang para sa mga viewers natin, basketball po to, hindi po to UFC. Hindi rin to WWE. So si Mac Pastrana, baka na-confuse lang siyang saglit. Parang, ay oo nga pala. Mamaya pa pala yan.
Parang ginaya niya yung galaw ni Cedric Ong kanina eh.
Oo.
Pero mas maganda lang yung pagka-execute ni Ong.
Di Ong, yes. Pero Mac Pastrana had a great first quarter for UP, looking to emulate the same performance here in the second quarter. Pecolera posting up against Shah. What a post-up, but to no avail. Credit the defense of Shah. Dava, open on that wing. Drives against Ihebem with power. Hook shot, no. Ihebem sweeps it in. Pareñas into Ihebem, but not sure about that pass selection. Polo Dava with a swipe. Shah finds the open Ekarma. Disconnects on that shot. And game clock is now at 2.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Penalty now for UP. Oh, and referee whistles an offensive foul against Guang Ming. I believe that will be against Stephen Ihebem.
Quite a series of turnovers in the previous possessions. And our ball game has sort of slowed down compared to the first quarter. No?
Nakita natin si Mac Pastrana kanina, walang patawad sa fast break. We saw Jomari Pecolera, but it might have just slowed down on one side kasi sa Guang Ming, they continue to capitalize on turnovers. Fast break after fast break, nakakascore sila sa mga turnovers itong UP. But UP has to take better care of the basketball, especially against a squad like Guang Ming, na talagang pag nakakita sila lang ng konting butas, itatalo na nila yan. And they have the likes of Jomari Pecolera, Ken Pareñas, that can run the break in the blink of an eye. But 15-point lead now for GMC. We'll be right back for more Pinoyliga Next Man Cup action. And now coming back into the second quarter, 45-30 is our score so far. 15 lang ang lamang ng Guang Ming, but we've seen UP come back from bigger.
Yeah, of course, UP, just trailing by 15 points, but with their high-octane offense, pwede pang makahabol dito sa last 2 minutes ng second quarter.
Nakikita na kasi nila yung mga main contributors nila. Mac Pastrana, Paulo Galotera, Polo Dava continues to be a presence on defense. Ekarma also a reliable big man. Belmonte Almost a highlight for Stephen Ihebem, but Belmonte muntik na mag-debut sa Instagram. Ito si John Belmonte. Business decision, di na masyado sumabay. Pero konting overestimate lang. Itong si Jomari Pecolera just bouncing it off a bit too high on the backboard. But Ihebem was ready to put that reel on TikTok.
No, I was about to welcome everyone to the Pinoyliga All-Star Weekend.
Akala ko dunk contest na no? Pero Ihebem medyo marami ng trips to the rim, pero that's what you can expect for Guang Ming, no? Especially if you're against an undersized squad in UP. Wala silang masyadong big man na nakakatapat sa resistensya, sa laki nitong nina Stephen Ihebem and Akinyede. So that is going to be a challenge for them, especially on the defensive end. Oh, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Reggie Ekarma. Medyo sumobra lang yung tulak sa last possession na yun. So Guang Ming will be getting this basketball. Pecolera, uupo muna.
Quality minutes for Joe Marie Pecolera, showing us why he was one of the league leaders in steals in the previous Next Man Cup. The previous Next Man Cup.
Topacio gives it to Pareñas. Trying to find Kurt. But foul against number 38. That is Mac Pastrana. Medyo umalat bigla yung laro dito ni Mac. Pero mukhang linamig lang siya ng konti. Dilabas ko siya ni Coach Putit. Siguro iniisip na ni Coach Putit ngayon na dapat pala dire-diretsong 2 quarters na pala to si Mac. Oh, and Ihebem and Polo Dava having a few words. Sinasabi ni Polo na, wag mo ako siya tulak pare. Laki-laki mo na nga eh. Pero again, the defensive presence of UP. Etong si Polo Dava. Great to see. And there we go. That's the peskiness of Polo Dava. Actively denying the ball from the tallest man on the floor with no fear. And parang walang nangyari dun eh. Kanina pa siya nakikipagpanggaan from the first quarter, but hopefully matuloy-tuloy niya yon. Keep that composure. Kasi if he keeps checking Ihebem like that, that's gonna be a problem for Guang Ming.
Para din siyang nakikipag-usap eh, no? Hey, come on man.
Hey, man.
Let me play defense on you. I'm trying to make the roster here.
Pastrana losing that ball and Polo Dava at the receiving end.
Polo Dava showing us his presence on both sides of the floor.
And in connection siguro no, sa sinabi ni Coach Paul Ramos ng Guang Ming, applicable din siya sa UP eh, na bibigyan lagi ng minutes ng isang coach ang isang player if you play your role perfectly. You deny the big man, okay, good. You deny their best offensive player, good. You drive to the hole like Gert Lactao just like that, good. You know your role, occupy it, fulfill it, and do your best. Ako yung role ko nun, warmer of the bench. Bringer of the water. The summoner of the grab. Kumbaga, na ako yung nagbibigay nun. So, I fulfilled my role.
That makes Gonzalez
Pero talo pa rin kami.
Gives great high fives.
Parang familiar yun
ako yun.
Yung giving great high fives. Now, Pareñas, top of the key. Gives it back, Ihebem. Trying to navigate through that double team. Dava swallowing that contact on the chin and gets the rebound for UP. Siya, all the way blocked by Pareñas. Met at the apex. And that will be good if it goes. And no good. Almost a highlight by Stephen Ihebem. Kent Pareñas skying for that block. Highlight after highlight for this Guang Ming squad. Let's take a look at this instant replay. That reminded me of Shannon Brown back in the early 2000s. Pareñas skying for that rejection. We'll be back for the second half of this ball game. 47-32. Guang Ming still in the lead against the Fighting Maroons.
10 taon ka nagtrabaho. Now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports.
Good afternoon mga kaliga. I'm here with our halftime interview guest. That is Jello Rivera of the UP Fighting Maroons. Now Jello, you told us the reason why you didn't play today. But how important is it that a player does not just play but he has principles as well?
Basically, for me, it's all about equality for everyone. I just want everyone to feel like no one's different and make everyone prioritize also training, since that's really important for the player and the commitment to your coach. So I just want everyone to do the same and set at least an example as much as I can to be more connected with everyone.
And truly, you're a role model to your teammates. And you came from a family of known athletes, especially in basketball. But how do you handle the pressure that comes along with being a Rivero?
I'll be really honest, pressure is not part of how we grew up, because everything's like all about support in my family. If someone excels in their own field, they just let them be who they are. So I don't think pressure was really part of my decision as me playing basketball and me doing a lot of things outside.
Thank you so much for your wise words. And lastly, would you like to give a shout out to thank someone or to greet someone, because we're currently live right now?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you so much again for this very insightful halftime interview. Now that's all for now. When we return, we'll have our second half and our halftime analysis. So see you in a while.
10 taon ka nagtrabaho. Now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
We are back here at the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup, 47-32 as we cross into the second half of basketball. Still a commanding lead here for the GMC Flying Dragons. UP with a great first quarter start as we check out these halftime highlights brought to you by the Shawarma Shack. Ano ba dapat gawin ng UP dito to get their first win in the season, Justin?
You know, they've been doing a good job playing with a lot of energy, but they have to control their turnovers. And, you know, controlling their turnovers will mean less points for the other team and just continue their high-energy offense.
Pero kung titignan kasi natin, no, in terms of the performance, the high octane, the consistency, GMC ang nakalabang doon, and it's very apparent in the stat sheet. Out-assisting UP, out-rebounding by just 1, and still, the 3-point woes of UP continue with as they shoot 0 out of 5 in terms of field goal percentage, lamang na lamang. And it has been a story of turnovers here for Guang Ming. They have forced turnover after turnover against this Fighting Maroon squad. Lazy passes, unforced crosses. GMC just looking like they want to get this championship. I mean, alam kong kakasimula pa ng season, but they are raring to go and they are ready to get that first seed if you ask me. Pero we still have teams in the roster na hindi pa natin nakikita maglaro, but Guang Ming looking like in prime position. Katulad ng Game 2 natin mamaya na sa New Era against Ateneo. Titignan natin yun. But as far as stats go, this is just a story of Guang Ming right here. Nakadikit ng konti yung UP, pero Guang Ming continuing to increase that gap. As we check out the top scorers so far, Paolo Galotera, Alisha, and Mac Pastrana tied at 5 points for UP. Ihebem leading all scorers with 11. Mac and 7 points for the second leading scorer of Guang Ming, and Lak Tao Tao with 6 points para sa Guang Ming. And kung titignan natin, no, even yung lowest leading scorer ng Guang Ming is higher than the leading scorer of UP. Lak Tao Tao has 6, tapos yung top scorer pa ng UP is at 5. So, UP really has to pick up the slack here.
And Guang Ming has really been showing us that they are a veteran contender in the Pinoyliga Cup. You know, as we see their main scorers, it's a really balanced scoring effort for the whole team.
GMC just has to keep doing what they're doing so far in the ball game. UP finding that secret sauce. I don't know, kailangan ba nila ng tubig ni Michael Jordan so far sa Space Jam? Or
the secret stuff.
The secret stuff, you remember that? Pero mukhang yun yung kailangan nila. Nakikita mo yung intention ng UP in terms of their offense. It's just that most of the time they rush it, or sometimes na-force yung mga unforced turnovers ng Guang Ming. So, Guang Ming will continue to capitalize on those possessions, and UP just has to take care of that basketball even more, especially now if they want to get a win in the season.
And malaking factor talaga na wala silang presence from the outside.
Oh yeah.
Kaya sumisikip yung paint. I think this is the perfect time that a player like Nico Tan can come in for their squad.
Oh, definitely.
And diba, he is a designated shooter. And luluwag rin yung paint if you can get a couple of shots to go in from the outside.
Pecolera slicing through the defense, floats it up, no good. Battle for the board. And who comes up with it? Cedric Ong. Ong passes it to the wrong man. Pareñas reads it like a book. And almost capitalizing on that possession was Pareñas. But ball will stay with GMC.
And even the Guang Ming crowd getting into it in
Oo.
our ball game.
Napunta yung bola sa kanila. Akala nila
Oo.
kasali sila eh. Pero hindi naman.
Napa-jab step pa yung fans natin.
Pumike pa. May shot fake yun, ha? Nakita mo? May shot fake yun. Ihebem rolls to the basket, gets the foul. No basket. But we've seen remnants of that earlier in the first half already. Sinasabi ni Pecolera, pag kumat ka na parang walang bukas. Cut to the basket quickly kasi nakikita ni Joe Marie na hindi nakaka-recover kagad yung depensa ng UP.
Pero sinabi niya yun in English.
Oh yeah, you... basta kumat ka. Cut fast, shoot good. Yun na lang muna masasabi ko. Yun na lang muna. And Ihebem makes that second free throw. And binababa dito si Mac Pastrana. Canillas trying to find the Giga. And good defense here by GMC. Stopping that possession, and that's going to be a travel call. So the Flying Dragons again with another chance. And siguro since kaka-start lang ng second half ngayon, Justin, no, babalikan ko yung sinabi ni head coach Paul Ramos ng Guang Ming Flying Dragons. He's all about hearing everybody's voices. He's all about making sure that, okay, pag tinawag kita, you have to perform your role at its absolute perfection. What's your take on role players, Justin? Ano ba yung gaano ka-importante ang role player sa isang team?
You know, there are always roles for everyone in a team, diba?
Yeah.
The ones that get the limelight are the scorers, but you can't have 5 scorers on the floor all the time.
Yeah.
So role players like, players like Polo Dava, nakikita natin, very defensive minded. These are the pieces that you have and are crucial in your team in order to make a championship team.
Oo nga, actually to your point, hindi kasi pwedeng lahat sumuscore lang. Hindi lahat pwedeng depensa.
Oo.
Kasi puro nga kayo steals pero hindi naman kayo nakaka-points. As Joshua Hamyas scoring his first 2 points in the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup.
And even when you have players that play similar roles, kunwari pareho kayo, may dalawa kang star player sa lineup mo.
Oo.
Minsan nagkakasapawan pa eh.
Oh yeah. And that's something that you don't want to avoid if you're on the coaching staff or one of the players. But that's the point of knowing your roles, executing them, just like what Guang Ming is doing now. Fast break, almost broken up. Laktao Tao gives it to Hamyas at the corner. Shoots his 3. Almost in. And I believe that is going to be a foul against Cedric Ong. Over the back against Laktao Tao.
And the relentlessness of Kurt Laktao Tao giving them another possession.
And Guang Ming is playing like they're down. That's the main thing that we want to drive our viewers' attention to. No? Na 50-34 yung score, lamang itong Guang Ming College na naka-black and red. Eh talagang pag nagdadala sila, parang down pa sila by 20.
Oo, the effort is there for the side of Guang Ming.
Yeah.
It's like they want this ball game more.
But UP coming in the second half with a renewed vigor. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Almost. And Renji Ekarma getting that rebound against 2 Flying Dragons. And speaking of role players, isa pa to sa mga role players ng UP. Renji Ekarma, Polo Dava, etong si John Belmonto can definitely fill the shoes of an Aldous Torculas, I'd say, or sina Seven Gagate. Ito mga big men ng UP in their previous cups. So ito yung mga dapat tinitrain nila Coach Putit as Mac Pastrana. Sorry, that's Paulo Galotera. All the way to the basket, walang pumigil.
And for the side of Guang Ming naman, we have number 61, Topacio.
Oh yeah.
The last game, he's one of the lesser known players for Guang Ming College. Pero last game, ang dami niyang mga crucial points in the third quarter that just sparked the run for Guang Ming against ENDERUN.
And yun nga, sakto-sakto sa sinasabi ni Coach Paul. You know your role, you know when to step up, and that's where you go. So for more context on today's game, we'll be turning it over to our courtside reporter, Bianca Tagar. Bianca?
kakagaling lang sa ankle sprain injury, Joshua Hamias is now back and better after being absent last game. According to this Flying Dragon from Cavite, excited daw siya to play against UP dahil alam niyang mas may edge sila in terms of height and chemistry. However, medyo mag-iingat pa rin daw para hindi maka-attract ng injuries, which is why he is being put to bench as of the moment. But later on, he will come back. Sabi nga rin ni Coach Paul Ramos, paminsan-minsan lang daw na i-insert itong si Joshua Hamias to avoid repeating the injury he had in their first game. Mix and Justin, ano naman ang masasabi ninyo with Joshua's comeback?
Thank you, Bianca. And so far, hindi pa masyadong nararamdaman itong si Joshua Hamias if we're being objective about it. But it's good that he's recovering from his ankle sprain previously. Buti na lang inaalalayan niya muna. So ngayon, nasa bench pa siya. Pero for sure, babalik din naman yan mamaya.
You have to give credit to what Guang Ming is doing for Joshua Hamias. Naka-minute restriction siya for the meantime since kakabalik lang ng injury. But credits to him. If we didn't have that report from Daphne, he doesn't look like he came from an ankle sprain.
Actually, nalaman ko na lang sa report ni Bianca na galing siya injury, no?
Kay Bianca pala. Sorry.
I thought that he just missed because he wasn't present in general. Pero apparently, may binabattle palang spy si Hamias. And especially if he fully recovers, makikita natin yung full potential niya para sa squad ng Guang Ming.
Not really producing points for his team now.
So far, yes.
From the way he's been moving, kitang-kita natin na parang okay naman ang recovery niya.
But in terms of main weapons, no, UP, I believe, has discovered from their first game na pwede nalang puntahan itong sina Ali siya. Pwedeng puntahan si Paulo Galotera. You have Mac Pastrana. And hopefully, pag nagkaroon ng mas consistent na offensive source or offensive stride itong si Josh Cedric Ong. UP will stay with the basketball with 3 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Brian Topacio against Ali Shah. Finds Injiga. High off the glass, and that is going to be too strong. Ihebem gets it. Pareñas. All the way to the other side. Hesitation move against that Ekarma defense. Tough shot. Tao cleans it up. Now Injiga trying to find Ekarma. Gives it back to Renji. Shah. Perimeter. Teodoro. That's his calling card. No. Oh, and Pareñas is knocked to the floor by Ali Shah. As we check out this LGR rebound of the ball game. Laktaw-taw, tatlo yung Maroons na nakapalibot sa kanya. Pero nakuha niya pa rin yung O-reb na yun.
Yan talaga yung calling card ni Kurt Laktaw-taw. No? Second chance points for his Guang Ming squad. And he's the type of player that you don't really have to call plays for.
Yeah. Jaister Kaasalan will be checking in for Kurt Laktaw-taw. Mukhang uupo muna itong starting lineup ng Guang Ming, Laktaw-taw, and Ihebem will be taking a seat. So eto na yung sinasabi ni Coach Paul kanina. Aside from everybody having a voice, this is the perfect time for him to experiment with personnel. Checking kung ano yung mga perfect combinations, kung ano yung mga dapat na roles na pupunan if this specific 5 is on the floor. Galotera working on the inside. Loses the ball but diving it is Polo Dava. Open, perimeter, shot not good. And that's what he has to work on. I mean, if you're open, you have to make it. Hindi lang take it eh. You really have to make it pa rin.
It has to be overall development for players.
Yeah. 3-pointer. No good. Ekarma almost tracks it down but gives it back to Kaasalan. Finds Topacio. Trying to find Akinyedi. And that is going to be an offensive foul. I believe against Jaister Kaasalan. So tinuturuan siya ni Akinyedi, hindi dapat ganoon mag-set ng screen eh. Tignan natin to. That last possession. Oh, not in prime position there was Jaister. Nakita kagad ni Teodoro. Dire-diretso siya doon.
Sayang talaga tong UP squad na to, no? I feel like they're just a couple of shooters away from being a contender here in the next
absolutely.
Cup.
Kasi they already have slashers in Pastrana and Galotera.
And Shah.
And Shah. Got a great read there by Akinyedi. Arnejo reads the defense, pulls up for three. Does not make the defense pay. Offensive rebound. And Guang Ming has just been out rebounding UP the entire time. That was Gerald Buenaobra. Sorry, that was Jesse Bermudo on that offensive rebound. UP nowhere to be found.
One of the smallest players on the floor for Guang Ming. And siya pa nakasecure ng offensive rebound for them.
Galotera. Oh, excellent rejection by Kaasalan, getting that offensive foul call earlier. Binawi naman kagad. And that is role play. Pastrana will check in for UP. Shot clock reading 13. Teodoro hands it off to Pastrana. Tries to find Shah. Great screen provided by Pastrana. Puts it up with the left hand. No. Akinyedi pulls it. 2-on-1 fast break here for Guang Ming. And Bermudo finishes with ease. Shah struggling to bring it down against this is Sean Arnejo. But ball will stay with UP. Kailangan ma-inbound na nila sa half-court kagad. Because mapipituan sila ng 8-second violation. But timeout muna tayo as we take a look at this instant replay. Sean Arnejo up and under move for Guang Ming. We'll be right back for more Pinoyliga Next Man Cup action. At nagbabalik tayo sa ating third quarter for game number 1. Guang Ming still showing signs of a lot of life against the Fighting Maroons and UP. Mukhang hinahanap pa nila yung fighting sa Fighting Maroons nila na medyo nawala ng fighting spirit. It was a close game in the first quarter otherwise, pero second and third, it has been all about Guang Ming. Clicking on all cylinders, out-rebounding UP, out-assisting UP, forcing turnovers, and getting those shots to fall.
And if you're Guang Ming also, it would also feel good to actually have a convincing win.
Oh yeah.
As their previous two games, puro
dikit eh.
Oo.
And this would be a momentum builder for Guang Ming. Pero UP, this would not bode very well, no? In terms of the Fighting Maroons. As wala pa tayong fourth quarter, but if this trajectory continues, mas mahihirapan kumambak itong team na to eh. Coming back from 2 wins, mukhang nakalaban nila yung dalawang malakas kagad. And siguro to be fair sa UP squad, no? Sa first 2 games nila, kumbaga seeded teams na kagad yung kinalaban nila in the CSB Blazers. Tapos Guang Ming kagad nakaharap. I think it would be a very, very interesting matchup kung UP tsaka St. Dominic yung naglaban. Kasi both teams like to run the ball, they like to slash, pero both relatively undersized teams. Tapos Guang Ming, yung magagandang laban dyan, yan, yung CSB, magandang laban ng New Era. Very interesting matchup din sa ganyan.
Even the Mapua Cardinals.
Oh, for sure, 100%. They have the Drex de los Reyes sa on the side of Mapua, no? Galing NU, pero lumipat ng Mapua, now serving as the main big man of the Cardinals.
And the only loss of the Mapua Cardinals was, of course, to Guang Ming College on opening day of the Next Man Cup.
Akinyedi making that first free throw. Akinyedi starting the ball game earlier instead of the usual Steven Ihebem. I'd like to say that he stepped up into his role immediately. But I think if you're head coach Paul Ramos, no, that was the perfect time to experiment with a new starting five. Kasi nga, nung una, laging may malaki. May Kenneth Uumba sa ENDERUN. Their first game sa Cardinals, may Drex de los Reyes. Nakita nila dito sa UP, teka, parang wala silang masyadong height na makakalaban kay Akinyedi. Ipasok nga natin sa starting five.
Good read for Coach Paul Ramos, no, na mas mahaba si Akinyedi. And then, since may mismatch problem nga sa height, he chose to go with Akinyedi to start this ball game.
Alicia, quite a wild shot there. Corner 3, no one on him. Still no good, and 3-point woes continue for UP. But again, magaganda yung mga shot selection nitong Fighting Maroons. All the way from the first quarter, nakita natin sa first half, walang pumasok na tres para sa kanila. But majority, if not all of those shots, are all open looks for this Fighting Maroons team.
Yes, that's right. Open looks for the UP squad. But however, in the first half, still going 0 out of 6.
Oh yeah. Karma will try from deep. No, Teodoro makes some space underneath. Gets the end one and the foul. Jaime Teodoro, the spark plug off the bench for UP. Getting this offensive rebound. Nakita niya lang, teka, kayang ko yata itong defender na to. Binackdown lang itong si Christian Samson and gets the basket.
Kita niya na may size advantage siya, no?
Yep.
Quickly going to work and getting that end one basket.
Nakita din niya na mas makapal yung hairdo niya kaysa kay Samson. So mas makapal din yung katawan niya kung binackdown niya itong si Samson. And missing that free throw. Guang Ming can now take the last shot of the third quarter. Both teams in the penalty. UP should definitely avoid fouling here to refrain from any momentum build. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Akinyedi mishandles that pass.
And so far, it's a great mini run by the UP Fighting Maroons to end this quarter.
Oh, yep.
Before the timeout, it was an 18-point deficit. And now, we have a chance to, they have a chance to cut it down to 11 or 10.
And papasok na ngayon si Paulo Galotera. Shot clock reads 2.4. Full court press here for Guang Ming. They just have to defend properly. Oh, and no foul is called against Sean Arnejo. It looked like a foul against for Ali Shah, but referees saw it differently. They had the best view. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. 56-43. Shades of the first quarter. Fighting Maroons performance here for UP. Great to see. But Guang Ming not letting go of the gas pedal, and they see themselves still in the lead with 13 points. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter of game number 1. At nagbabalik tayo sa ating fourth quarter. Fun, fan, and fam as we check out this Amelie Hotel Manila Family Cam. Kitang-kita natin yung suporta dito sa UP Fighting Maroons squad. Nandun sila sa kaliwa, so I'm just assuming na sa UP sila kasi nasa kanan mukhang lahat ng fans ng Guang Ming. And it's really great to see, no? It's on a Sunday, beautiful afternoon. Kakatapos na lunch break, saktong-sakto. Panoorin nga natin yung mga home teams natin dito sa ENDERUN College sa Taguig for game number 1 ng Guang Ming and UP. Mamaya naman, Ateneo at New Era ang maglalaban. And a special treat, Alumni Cup naman. Mapua Cardinals against the Letran Perea Moto District for game number 3 for the Alumni Cup.
And for the last game natin, Perea Moto District, 3-1. One of the league leaders for the Alumni Cup. And they were handed their first loss in their previous game against the Adamson Soaring Falcons, as it was Ken Bono who had 39 points.
Naman, kung itatapat mo naman si Ken Bono kahit sa kaninong team sa Alumni, mahihirapan talaga.
But he came from yung previous game niya, before that, 8 points lang siya, na shot down.
But he mukhang nag-enervon. Si Ken Bono, nag-39 points laban sa Letran as we take a look at this fast break. Run to perfection. Jaister Kaasalan perfecting that break. Pastrana, three-pointer all the way. Finally, breaking the cold streak of UP. Could this be the momentum builder of the Fighting Maroons? Sinabi ni Coach Putit, kung natalo tayo dito, maglalakad kayong lahat pabalik ng Diliman. Akinyede. Good defense there by Engiga. Oh, and leaving Pareñas open. That's too much space. Makes the defense pay.
Nasagot agad ni Kurt Pareñas.
Hindi dapat iniiwan si Kent Pareñas ng ganong kalayo. Belmonte being picked up by Hamyas at the top of the key. Shot clock reads 10. Shah kicks it out. Floater on the way. That's pure as silk for Mac Pastrana, going on a 5-0 run himself. Kumbaga si Mac Pastrana so far mukhang early riser tsaka late performer, no?
Oo. But we also have Kaasalan, no? He's getting extended minutes today for Guang Ming. And, doing it on both ends of the floor. Kanina, nakita natin he had a nice rejection and then also getting offensive rebounds for them.
Three-pointer again on the way for Pastrana but can't make it two. Pecolera gives it to Hamyas. Will sky for the layup. Up and under is good. If you have that kind of length and speed on Guang Ming, what an addition. Siya, nagdalawang isip sa depensa ni Akinyede. Binigay na lang kay Kuya Jello. Kuya Jello, kayo na po bahala. As we take a look at this instant replay, that three-point shot played the game, brought to you by Smart 5G. And yan, pumasok na si Topacio para sa Guang Ming. Laktaw-tao also checking in. Horns ang tinatawag dito ni Topacio for the play. Topacio left alone, three-pointer, hits the backboard. That was definitely an out-of-bounds call. Agad dapat. Pero sinabi ni Ibem, you gotta shoot that better. You gotta make that. Topacio on Cedric Ong. Finds Galotera. Getting that screen is Ong and Giga at the top of the key. No team foul still committed here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and dribbling it off his leg, Guang Ming will sail back. And after that last possession, UP will regain it as they are down by 15. Ong being guarded by Topacio. Set to check in is Buena Obra for Guang Ming. Engiga on the curl against the Hebem. Pretty move but lacking execution again is UP, seemingly rushing shots here. Kumbaga ito na yung last chance ng UP para makahabol, Justin. They're down by 15. Di pa nabablow out ng Guang Ming to.
And again, just quick minutes for Joshua Hamyas.
Yep.
Only getting 3.5 minutes here in the final quarter.
Oh, and kicking it out. Three-pointer on the way. Ayaw pa rin as UP will have another chance. And foul given up by UP as we listen to our sideline reporter, Bianca Tagarda, for more stories on today's game.
Kailangan nilang malaman ang importance ng pagsuot ng UP jersey, says Coach Petit de Vera, and he even compared itong Team B to the curriculum of Japanese preschoolers na kung saan it's more of adapting yung values, culture, and team camaraderie rather than puro academic subjects or in basketball yung puro system plays agad. Bukod pa dyan, they are also still deciding kung sinong Team A player ba ang kanilang ipapasok for their next game. Next, Justin, sino kaya sa tingin nyo ang player na ito who can help this UP Fighting Maroons roster?
Thank you, Bianca. And mukhang nakatulong kagad dun. Etong si Josh Cedric Ong after that pretty pass to Galotera. Pero nasagot kagad nitong Flying Dragons team. Galotera being bothered by Topacio. Floating high up, but Ihebem with the rejection. Again, the court rim protection para kay Ihebem, rewarding the big man. Pero hindi lang niya na-handle yung pasa na yun. All the way, Galotera, nobody stopping him. Putting his foot on the gas pedal and never letting go.
And ikaw, Migs, if you were Coach Putit, who do you see as one of the players in this UP squad na is a perfect fit for their Team A squad?
That's a very good question, no? Pero sa tingin ko, right now, I think it will be Mac Pastrana. Mac Pastrana, especially since kailangan ng isa pang JD Kagulangan. I feel like they're gonna need another guard like him. A scoring guard can facilitate. Pero a close second would be Josh Cedric Ong. Josh Cedric Ong, just because of his leadership qualities na nakuha niya. Speaking of him, that's your Eastern Communications assist of the ball game. But it would either be Mac Pastrana or Josh Cedric Ong. Ikaw ba?
Actually, well, with Cedric Ong, I agree with you. He hasn't really had his breakout game yet.
Yeah.
No? But I just like what I see from him. His composure on the floor,
definitely.
his decision making.
Oh, yeah.
And then another guy for me would be Polo Daba.
Oh, okay.
Kasi,
Yeah.
Yun nga, it's just the intangibles eh. He brings
For sure.
hustle, he brings defense.
Yeah.
And yung hindi nagre-reklamo, naglalaro lang kahit nasasaktan.
Oh,
It's something something that you don't really teach.
Kanina nga, nakita natin, nakaharap niya na si Stephen Ihebem. Pero talagang, I'll just keep doing my job as Josh Cedric Ong gets another leak out for UP. And now they're within 11. Don't count them out just yet. Pero if makascore ulit ng Guang Ming dito, if they push the lead back to 15, it might be the nail on the coffin that they need to put away this Fighting Maroon team.
We're seeing here in the fourth quarter, medyo nabubuhay na si Cedric Ong on the offensive end.
That's something we did not see during game number 1 from this kid wearing number 11, no? Coming from St. Stephen's High School. Ngayon, nasa UP na siya. Backing down is against Lactao Tao. Pero that's gonna be a foul against Kurt. That was Canillas on that back down.
And ang ganda rin ng story na kunento ni, I'm not sure if it was Coach Putit who told you that story about Cedric Ong, where he was about to let go of his basketball
That was Coach
career.
Putit, yep.
Yes, okay. And then, na-scout siya from St. Stephen.
And now he's in the Fighting Maroons team.
Oo.
Canillas will be shooting free throws here after that foul given up by Kurt Lactao Tao. But missing that first one. Aside from the missing three-pointers, free throws have always been constantly elusive for this Fighting Maroon squadron. Missing both.
Crucial free throws, no? Could have cut it down to a single-digit ball game if both went in.
Bermudo giving up that basketball and a foul underneath against Celson Injiga. That's gonna be a bit of an arm wrestling match against Stephen Ihebem underneath. Kasi salitan lang yung UP dyan eh. It's either Injiga or Dava yung nakaka-pick up dito kay Stephen Ihebem. And it's interesting that Coach Paul Ramos keeps him in the ball game right now as they're down by 11. Oh, saving the basketball. Guang Ming stays with it.
And after a nice, productive first half for Stephen Ihebem, I would say he has had a quiet second half performance.
Oh yeah, relatively, no? As UP, excellent defense on that possession. Nasarado kagad yung pinto doon para sa Guang Ming. And this could be the window that they need to get back into the ball game. Still 3.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. But Coach Putit de Vera will be calling timeout with the Fighting Maroons as they talk over the final minutes of the fourth. 65-54 is our score. We'll be right back for more Pinoyliga Next Man Cup action. At nagbabalik tayo sa ating fourth quarter. Coming from this timeout of Coach Putit, ano kaya yung pinapag-usapan nila doon, Justin? What do they have to do to get back into this ball game? 65-54, they're down by 11.
Well, first of all, they have to take care of the ball. Limit those turnovers. And if they can force turnovers, then they can get quick points and make this game a single-digit ball game.
Now UP will start the fourth quarter with possession coming from this timeout. This is Galotera against Hamyas. Almost bouncing it off his leg. And questionable decision there by Galotera. Hamyas. Oh, that's an even worse pass by Hamyas. Galotera setting the table. Tries to find Cedric Ong. Finds Shah. He'll pull up on that corner. Too strong against Shah. And now Guang Ming calling horns. Gives it to Hamyas. Three-pointer on the way. Ayaw pa rin ihebem. Just tries to get that ball from Enjiga. Pero hindi niya nakuha yun. Ball stays with Guang Ming.
Grabe yung defensive presence ni Ihebem kanina, no? When Alisha went for the jumper, he felt like he had an open open line to the basket. And then all of a sudden, Ihebem pops out. Parang you don't see anything
Parang
anymore.
nawala na kagad, diba? I just disappeared. Guang Ming has 5 seconds left to work with. Pareñas, he's aware. Kicks it out to Kurt. Three-pointer, no. And this might be UP's last chance to break into this window.
Would have been a similar shot from Kurt Lactautao last game. He hit a shot with 2 seconds on the shot clock against Enderun, and that's what gave them the lead.
And what could have been a broken play was a better opportunity for Alisha, forcing that turnover against Guang Ming. As we take a look at this instant replay, tumalon kagad si Kurt Lactautao and gets the foul with that basket. Great IQ there by Alisha. Nakita kagad sa side view mirror niya, parating na to si Kurt eh. Tumalon, nag-commit, gets the foul.
Oh, nice veteran move by the youngster.
Oh, and again, the free throw's elusive, but the lead is cut down to 9. Ihebem. Oh, crossing over, uses his body, sweeping hook. That's gonna be another foul against Enjiga, as Ihebem will find himself at the free throw line. UP has one more foul to give after this possession. But Ihebem misses that shot.
That was an impressive crossover by
Oh,
Stephen
ganda
Ihebem.
nun, no? Parang from left, tapos pumunta na kagad ng kanan. Naiwan na yung defender niya eh. Nasa bewang na niya eh. He could have taken that strong, or kung may floater man si Ihebem, he could have done that. Cedric Ong immediately bothered by Pecolera. Ball is still live. UP stays with it. Galotera. Enjiga gets the basket and the foul against Ihebem. Back-to-back and one plays for UP.
Cedric Ong doing a good job staying with that play as he almost
There
lost
we go.
it.
Excellent heads-up play there by John Cedric Ong. And Enjiga will be heading to the free throw line, hopefully converting this, and he can turn it into a 7-point game. UP led by as much as 17, I believe, in the first half, but Enjiga mukhang kulang sa tulog siguro. Etong si Enjiga airballing that free throw.
Yan na naman, aside from the 3-point shooting,
Yeah.
the free throw woes again. It could have been a 6-point ball game
Could
if
have
those 2 and 1 free throws went in.
Exactly. Pecolera gives it Ihebem, blocked by Enjiga. Great defense there by number 37. Ong pushing the issue, finds Enjiga, powers through. Questionable pass. He could have just powered through that.
Yeah.
He had a clear height advantage. Pecolera, nail on the coffin. No. Oreb by Hamyas. Ihebem powers through.
Wow.
Basket is good.
Did you see what Pecolera did after the 3-pointer?
Yep. I saw it.
From highlight to blooper ba?
Galotera gives it Enjiga. 3-pointer.
Oh.
Big shot by Celso. What an emotional roller coaster Enjiga has given UP today. And an 8-point lead now for Guang Ming. The Fighting Maroons have a chance at their first win of the season. Hamyas kicks it out. Pareñas overshoots it. UP gets the rebound. And Giga, derecho, spins to the basket. And that, I believe, is going to be a foul against Ihebem, probably. From that spin, let's take a look at this instant replay. And Giga with a 3-shooters bounce pa ang nakuha doon.
So was it stepping? Was he stepping on the line?
Because it was only counted as a long 2 apparently.
Yes.
It was just a long 2 by Celso. Mukhang kung size 10 lang sana yung paa niya, hindi siya makakatapak eh.
Pero tama, no? They came from
58.
58, yeah.
And now they're 60. So it was a 2-pointer. Looks like it was whistled by the referee. So Njiga will be tested here at the charity stripe.
Sayang. So many missed opportunities for UP, no?
Sayang.
The two missed free throws from the end one
Exactly.
basket. The 3-pointer.
Thankfully, Njiga now making that first free throw. Making the second one could turn it into a 2-possession game. There we go. Kailangan lang pumasok yung tres niya kanina eh. Airball yung free throw, pero nakabawi naman ng dos.
So imagine, no, kung lahat yun pumasok, 3 points na lang.
Yep. Pareñas cutting through the defense. Runs into a wall of the Fighting Maroons. Shot clock reads 12. Kick out. Pareñas. Ayaw pa rin when it counts the most. But Orias with the 2 points of the game that could have saved Guang Ming. And now an 8-point margin for the Flying Dragons as UP will have 15.9 seconds left to work with. Looking like they do not have a margin anymore. They just kept missing free throws, Justin. Talagang free throw after free throw, miss after miss. For sure, si Coach Putin at si Coach Paolo, pagdidiinan yan sa practice, every player kailangan mag 1,000 free throws. In 1 hour. Yun yung mga malala.
Yung last possession na yun, sayang talaga.
Sayang
no?
yun.
You know,
Sobra.
We had the big man at the right place at the right Orias.
Wow!
Pero sayang
Tagal mo
nga
pinag-isipan yun, ha?
Actually, mabilis lang naman. Kanina ko pa gusto sabihin.
Ay, talaga ba? Very good, very good.
Tumiming lang. Pero, di ba, kidding aside, sayang eh. They could have gotten a stop, 6 points. 6 points na lang sana, pero they let go of that offensive rebound. And I think that is gonna be the ball game for today.
Pero isa sa mga gusto kong, well, hindi naman spotlight, pero medyo low light na ginawa ni Njiga doon. He had one costly possession missing that free throw. Second is when he made that behind the back pass during that last fast break. He clearly had the height advantage during that time. He could have just powered through with the layup. Pero sabi niya na, sige, unselfish basketball tayo. Pero medyo wrong timing lang at the time.
Turnover pa. No?
Exactly. Sayang lang.
So yeah, growing pains for the UP Fighting Maroons. But yeah, as we've said, we've seen them mature quickly.
Galotera. And now on him is Arnejo. Cutting is Galotera all the way to the basket. Gets the quick 2. Now they're just within 6. And now they have to give up the foul courtesy of Ekarma. So Auxilio, I believe, will be getting the first free throws. His first free throws of the ball game. But that was their last foul to give. Next foul of UP will be in the penalty. And Ong has to foul them. Too late a foul there for UP. 4 na segundo yung nawala dun sa game clock. Yep. And that's the ball game. So at the free throw line will be Joshua Depuyart. His first free throws, I believe, for Guang Ming as well for the entire ball game.
Medyo limited minutes for Joshua Depuyart today.
Pero mukhang wala siyang pakialam. First time niya tumira ng bola for the game today. Pero pasok pa rin.
Parang naka-minutes restriction sila Depuyart and Hamyas.
Etong si Joshua Hamyas, no? For this Guang Ming team. Pero talagang na blowout kagad ni ng starting 5. We had Pecolera, Pareñas sumabot sa second quarter, and Ihebem with his usual performance. And that last second shot will not go. And the final score for the UP Fighting Maroons as they fall down further into the loss section, 72-64 against the undefeated Guang Ming College Flying Dragons, now with a record of 3-0.
Sayang, no? For the UP Fighting Maroons, I believe today was much better than how they
Definitely.
performed against CSB.
Definitely.
They played really well. Like, even if kung hindi mo tinitingnan yung score, parang ang ganda ng pinakita nila eh. Pero, I feel like they lost it as early as that 3-minute mark in the first quarter when Ihebem had a 7-0 run.
And that was the time talaga that UP had their prime chance to cut into this ball game
Oo.
and eventually get a lead. Pero sayang lang, UP falling short, back to the drawing board na ngayon ng Fighting Maroons.
Yes, at the end of the first quarter, naging 15 points agad yung deficit eh. And then from there, it's been a double-digit lead until only now here in the fourth quarter, bumaba ng 6 points.
And their usual suspects, Joshua Hamyas, nakakuha ng not really starting minutes, but valuable minutes today. Their usual Kurt Lactao-Tao, Jo Marie Pecolera, Stephen Ihebeb, stepping up, and buti na lang nakita na natin na medyo nagsashine. Etong si Josh Cedric Ong for the Fighting Maroons.
Yeah.
We had Galotera, we had Pastrana with those crucial offensive runs for UP, just falling short. But that was the end of the game number 1. 72-64. Guang Ming still undefeated in the season, and UP now will fall further into the record with a 0-2 document in the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup. And our best player of the ball game is Stephen Ihebem with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and a block as the Guang Ming College Flying Dragons emerge victorious against the UP Fighting Maroons. Bianca Tagarda will be interviewing our best player of the ball game.
Kaliga, I'm here with our best player of the game, that is Stephen Ihebem from Guang Ming College Flying Dragons. Now, Stephen, you're a back-to-back player of the game. This is your third win and your third POG. So, how do you make sure that you are playing quality minutes in every game?
First of all, all of our win games is mostly teamwork. Like all of my teammates, they doing their job, like playing good defense. Even if there is a mistake, they covering up and all. Like it was totally a teamwork for all of us. So that's it.
Yes, Stephen. And how was your match today versus the UP Fighting Maroons?
The game was quite it was not like it's. I mean, the game was really like going normally. Like we're winning the game first, but I mean, they started covering up the points from 15 points to 6. I mean, I think we just have to learn from what happened today about the game today. So that is it.
And lastly, would you like to give a shout out to thank someone or to greet someone because we're currently live right now?
I would like to give a shout out to Venerable Master Shingyan, the founder of Guang Ming College, Venerable Master Yongguan, and the other Shifu in the Mabuhay Temple. So I would also like to shout out to my mom and dad because they're watching live from Nigeria, and also shout out to my teammates because we're all doing a great job playing together, and it's a total teamwork for all of us.
Thank you so much, Stephen Ihebem, and again, congratulations for being the player of the game and for winning on today's match. Now that's all for our best player of the game interview. Now let's go back to the panel.
Thank you, Bianca, and congratulations once again to Stephen Ihebem with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. The back-to-back player of the game for the Guang Ming College Flying Dragons. Up next, game number 2 between the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles will be facing off against another undefeated team in the New Era University Hunters. An exciting ball game for game number 2, but that is it for game number 1. Mix Gonzalez here, joined by Justin Almeida and Bianca Tagarde at the panel. We'll be seeing you for game number 2 between Ateneo and New Era University. Stay tuned.